Yo, what's going on, fellas? It's your boy King Dre, and I'm coming at y'all again with another one, man. Today, I'm gonna spit game about, I'm gonna sprinkle you guys about, maintaining a masculine frame and an alpha frame in a relationship. Maintaining your player, maintaining your masculinity and your alphaness in a long-term relationship. I got a question from a guy on one of my YouTube comments, and that was a very good question, and I pretty much put this at the forefront of my list. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna chop it up about that. Now, before I get into the game real quick, man, I got a flash sale right now on my course, Attraction 101. It's $12 right now. $12. I dropped the price to $12. Just giving back for the holidays, so because the hoes call me Grinch, and I don't want to be a Grinch no more. I want to be more giving. You dig what I'm saying? So I got the course for $12 right now. Go get that. It's not gonna last long, and I'm in the giving spirit, so definitely go get that. But let's jump back into the game, man. Also, real quick, like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, that way you can get this good player shit fresh off the press. All right, now let's get into the game. Right, so a lot of guys think that the game get easy, once they get a committed relationship, like once they get some in-house pussy, and that be the half of the reason guys want a relationship or they settle down, because they think it gets easy. You know what I'm saying? Once they got a woman steady ass at the house, or or they got a woman on lockdown, they think that they can just the game is over and they can relax. Nah, bro, the game does not stop. You have to maintain the attraction and the interest and the respect. You have to maintain that. You can't kick your feet back up and relax in a relationship or out of a relationship. And in fact, in a relationship, it's way harder. It's way more difficult, and it takes way more energy once you committed to somebody and responsible to a woman's feelings and the whole nine. There's no such thing as autopilot, my dude. You have to maintain that shit. You have to check them. You have to maintain your sex appeal. You know what I'm saying? You can't let that slip. So understand that. But I'm gonna give you 5 tips on how to maintain your masculine frame in a relationship long term. And this is something that I could speak on because I was in a long situation, and I'll get into that later. And that situation ended, the last couple years of that situation, it started going downhill for me. It's because I got comfortable, you know what I mean? But I get more into that in another video, but I can definitely speak on this. Also, I have women that I've been fucking since I was a teenager, still right now, that I have access to. I can call these women up right now and they'll drop everything to be with me, or cheat on their men or whatever when I call them. So I know a little about maintaining your your masculine frame with a woman long term. You know what I'm saying? But let's get into it, man. Now, number one out of the 5 tips, number 1 is you are first, always and forever. You come first. You are the priority. You make yourself the priority in the relationship, even over her. There's no, we gonna meet each other half, none of that shit. You are first. You are the priority. If you not straight, understand this, if you not straight as a man, right, if your needs ain't taken care of as the man, if you can't take care of yourself, if you not straight, you can't take care of your woman. If you not straight, your house ain't gonna be straight, your domain ain't gonna be straight, your kingdom not gonna be straight. As the king, as the leader, as the general, you got to make sure you are fine, you are happy, you good, you sane, you paid, you got money, you comfortable. Because if you're not, you can't lead anybody else to that. If you not straight, if you can't feed yourself, you can't feed your woman. If you not happy, you can't provide happiness to your woman. If you don't know where you going, how you gonna lead somebody? You know what I'm saying? Who are you to submit to? So always keep yourself first. Once you put other people before you, it's a wrap. You lose sight of what needs to be done. Once you start putting people before you and putting other people on a pedestal, you put yourself on a pedestal and you maintain that. That don't mean be a dickhead. That don't mean be a jerk. But you come first. It's nothing wrong with that. That's not a universal law you break in. It's not a sin to care for you more than anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Always remember that you come first. Never violate that rule. The minute you violate that rule, it's downhill from there. So that's number one. Number two, stay on your fucking grind. Stay on your mission. Stay on your purpose. You never, ever neglect that. Ever. When you neglect that part of your life, it's going to show. You know what I'm saying? Your grind comes before everything. Your grind, your purpose, your mission, it comes before everything. It comes before you. You know what I'm saying? And what you want and the way you feel. You know, as a man, you do what gotta be done. And that's grind. And that's to be a man of purpose. That has to be done, even when you don't feel like it. You know what I'm saying? That's masculinity. Doing shit, getting shit done, grinding, slaying the fucking dragon, even when you don't feel like it. So your grind comes before you in the way you feel. Stay on that. That is one of the most attractive things when it comes to women, by the way. That keeps you masculine. That keeps the testosterone flowing when you out there chasing the bag, chasing the lion. Slaying the dragon, You know what I'm saying? Stay productive, right? The majority of your hobbies should be productive hobbies. I'm not saying if you like video games sometimes or watching football, or that's cool. Everybody need their bullshit, their entertainment. Everybody needs that, but make sure the majority of your time is being productive. This keeps you masculine. You know what I'm saying? The minute you start coming home, routine, sitting on the couch, drinking beer and, all of this shit and getting comfortable and kicking your feet up, your masculinity, that masculine frame is getting weaker and weaker and weaker. Stay on your grind. That is a big part of being masculine. That is a big part of maintaining your masculine frame and your masculine foundation. As I say, always smell like busy. You know what I'm saying? Number 3, keep yourself up. Don't ever get comfy or lazy. Ever. Keep yourself up. I see a lot of guys and women, when they get into relationships, they let their feet down. They stop. They let their sex appeal go. You can't do that. You got to keep yourself up. Keep your hair cut. Stay groomed. Keep your clothes sharp. Stay fly. You know what I'm saying? Stay in shape. Stay in shape. Don't get all fat. Don't listen to women when they tell you, oh, I like fat guys and I like dad bodies and I like beer bullies and little love handles. That's bullshit. The only reason that they like shit like that is because they know that shit like that comes with low self-esteem men, and low self-esteem men are usually simps and tricks. This is why women say that, oh, I like a guy, I like a chubby guy and all this shit. That's bullshit. Keep yourself in shape. Stay in shape. This keeps you desirable as well, and attractive. And when you know that you're attractive and you're desirable, that keeps the confidence up. You know what I'm saying? So keep yourself up. Don't get lazy. Don't slack on yourself. Maintain your hygiene. Maintain your health. Maintain your body. Maintain your appearance and your wardrobe and the whole nine. This also keeps bitches checking for you. And when bitches are checking for you, that equals confidence. Not necessarily you have to bite to temptation and violate the boundaries of your relationship if there are boundaries, but this keeps you smelling like pussy. And in order to, maintain that competition anxiety that women need to stay engaged in you, you gotta smell like pussy, my dude. So keep yourself up. That's number 3. Number 4, right? And this gonna be it's gonna be hard for you to do because you probably never heard stuff like this. But number 4 is keep your shortcomings, your weaknesses, your fears, your problems. Keep that shit to yourself, right? You gotta show and maintain your strength. Basically, stop confiding in your women. Stop expressing your bad days and your feelings and how you feel about this or your failures. Don't express that to your woman. I know that you guys have this idea of committed relationships of all we equal and we communicate, and it's not like that, man. Your woman wants to be your woman for a reason. And you the king, my dude. You know what I'm saying? Does a king show his weakness to his court or his domain? You know what I'm saying? Does he? No. The king has to remain strong for his following, right? And if you want your woman to be submissive and to follow you, you have to remain strong, right? Women, they want and they desire strength. So the weaker you become, the more she gonna fall back. You know what I'm saying? Understand that. The more she gonna fall back, the weaker you become. Trust me when I tell you this. Don't confide in them. If you need somebody to talk to, right? If you having problems and you need somebody to talk to, call your fucking friend, call your homies, call Call your mama if you have to. Call your sisters, call your family and vent to them, you know, but stop venting to your women. Stop, you know, confiding in your women. It makes you look weak and makes you look vulnerable. And although they may appreciate it, it's low-key a turnoff. You know, subconsciously to them, it's a turnoff because they want you to remain strong. That's for them. Let them lean on you. This keeps you powerful. This keeps you masculine. You know what I'm saying? If you gotta get therapy, go get therapy. But do your best to you know, maintain your strength and show your strength. And I don't mean King Kong knock a bitch across the head and screaming and hollering strength. That's not strength. I mean your strength as a man. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, call somebody else if you need somebody to talk to. Call your mama, call your daddy, call your homeboy, or get therapy, you know, but maintain that strength. That's number 4. Number 5, refrain from arguing. Refrain from arguing. Stop fucking arguing with these women. Stop letting women bait you into arguments. Stop letting women trip you up emotionally and engaging into their bullshit because they bored or whatever. Because yeah, they engage with you and all of this shit, but in the back of their mind, subconsciously, like, why is this nigga supposed to be like he arguing with me like he a little bitch or something? So stop letting them, you know, trip you up. Stop getting overly emotional, right? Shouting matches, screaming back and forth and shouting matches and all that shit is feminine. Masculine men handle their beef. They handle their problem. And I'm not saying going to knock a motherfucker out or no shit like that, but you know, masculinity is getting to the problem and fixing it. Whether it's one conversation or you checking a motherfucker, yo, look, I don't like the way you burnt my sandwich. You got to pay attention to that. There ain't no need to argue about, you know, I was being a little over the top with that one, but still, you know, there's no reason to argue and you know, go back and forth with a woman over some bullshit. You know, say what you gotta say, check it, and it's a wrap. If a motherfucker can't understand that, then you need to walk away. You dig what I'm saying? If a motherfucker can't understand that or respect your mind or get down with your program, then you need to walk away, right? But like I say, shower matches are feminine, man, and the more feminine you become, the more masculine she will become, right? And the more masculine she becomes, the more the attraction levels come down. And once the attraction levels start coming down, she stops sucking your dick. You start getting, oh, I'm tired today. This is because she ain't attracted to you. You don't do it for her. And this is because you're becoming more feminine. You know what I'm saying? So, especially with a feminine woman, when you have a feminine woman, she wants to stay feminine. The more she has to be masculine and the more she has to take on masculine energy, and it's pretty much for, you know, biologically for her to survive, you know, because the masculine man that she has is not being masculine, you know. So she you know, inherently has to, you know, biologically, and it's not even that she's thinking that she has to be masculine, but it's survival at the end of the day, because her masculinity is gone. You are becoming feminine, so she naturally has to become more masculine. And when a feminine woman has to become masculine, it's a huge fucking turnoff. So if you got a real feminine woman, maintain that masculinity, man. And one of the quickest ways to lose your masculinity is shouting matches. Right. Also, man, with the arguing shit, right? Arguing and verbal sparring, it makes you emotional, right? Like I say, you leave the emotions for her. Let women be in their feelings all day and all this shit. You stay out your feelings. You know what I'm saying? These feelings ain't for you. You ain't got no room for feelings and emotions and all that shit. I mean, happiness and, you know, pleasure, those type of emotions, but all that R&B in your feelings and all that bullshit, we ain't doing that. As a masculine man, you stay out your feelings. You need to be getting the shit done, handling business, period. Ain't no room for that. So, and arguing and verbal sparring, it makes you emotional, right? It keeps you thinking about the situation. Even when you mad, you thinking about the bitch for a whole week, and you thinking about how she is, you know, how she wrong. And also too, you ain't gonna win no argument with no woman, right? Your logic and her emotion don't mix. Logic and emotion don't mix. So understand that too, if that'll help you to refrain from arguing. Your logic is not going to agree with her emotion, period, ever. So no need to argue, bro. Also, arguing creates silent enemies and resentment. You know what I'm saying? So when you arguing and you saying little shit and she's saying little shit to you, and you know you're not really thinking about it in the moment, but you know as when you thinking about it the next day, you're like, damn, this bitch did say I don't make her come, or she did say my dick was little, or whatever she said. You know, if you got a shrimp or whatever. So when she's saying this shit, you ain't thinking about it in the moment, but the next day that shit festering, or that shit festering, or you get mad and say, well, bitch, you should stop eating cheese, or you need to stop eating them fucking muffins. You know, she gonna spar with you right then and there, but the next day she gonna be thinking about like, damn, this nigga really believe, or this nigga really feel like I'm fat, and then that's gonna translate into, oh, he doesn't find me attractive. It just creates resentment, man. And although a person will sit around you, the more you argue and the more you shout in matches and shit like that, the more resentment. And at some point, the shit is gonna come to a head. So there's nothing to be gained from arguing. I've heard dating coaches tell guys in order to, you know, to create emotional turmoil, argue a little bit. Fuck that. Don't ever argue with no woman. You know what I'm saying? If you can help it. And I know that that's very difficult to do. That's very hard to not. When a bitch try you, a bitch get you mad, it's hard. But at the end of the day, you have to do your best to refrain from doing that. You dig what I'm saying? Like I say, dating coaches be telling guys to do that. Now, you don't need to argue to create emotional turmoil. In fact, I have a whole video that's damn near 30 minutes teaching you how to create emotional turmoil properly without arguing. So understand that. But that's the 5 tips, man, on maintaining your masculine frame in a relationship over a long period of time. Understand this, guys. With long-term relationships and marriages, the game don't stop. In fact, it takes way more game to sustain a long-term relationship than it does to, you know, be out here juggling 5 and 6 bitches. Relationships with one person takes game, and it takes time, and it takes energy, you know, and you have to do what you have to do to maintain that masculinity. So understand that for you guys that, you know, want to be in situations, you guys want to be married and want to be in a relationship, because everybody ain't like me. You know what I'm saying? I don't see that shit in my future. You know what I'm saying? The shit not for me. I'm a Rolling Stone, but everybody's not built like that. You know what I'm saying? So I do understand I have a large portion of guys that just want to maintain their alpha, and they want to maintain their masculine frame in their relationship and keep their woman submissive. I do understand that. So, you know, this one was for y'all. But if you like this video, man, if you like the content, you value the content, give me a like, give me a share, hit the notification bell, that way you can get the player shit fresh off the press. Give me a share the game. That helps the channel grow. Please share the game, guys. Comment down below, you know, any topics that you guys might have for me, or let me know your thoughts. Comment that down below. That way we can get engagement going. That way YouTube can promote the channel. Join the Patreon. I do have that up. Exclusive game in there. Well fucking worth it. Join that. Follow me on Instagram at get_free_game. Join my private Facebook community. I'm gonna leave the link in the description for that. Also, if you need coaching, you need a one-on-one consultation, I do this. This is what I do. I've been doing this I've been doing this my whole life, as far as out here in the game dealing with women consistently my whole life. You know what I'm saying? And I know what I'm doing. This is what I do. So book me for a one-on-one session. Player price, I will change your life. I can guarantee you that. Also, my Attraction 101 course is available now, and right now I have it on sale for the extreme player price. This damn that junkie price. This damn that the price junkies have. If I was smoking crack or some shit like that, this is a junkie price. I got it for $12, but it's not gonna be there long. Maybe a day, maybe 2 days, you know. But Merry Christmas. $12. Go get that. But anyway, man, this is maintaining a masculine frame over time in a long-term relationship. My name is King Dre. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I'm gone.